Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Stina Show. Hope you're doing well. Tonight's guest is Jonathan De Torre, and he's an actor, writer, and producer. I'm excited to have him on. I hope you like my hair. I've been swimming, so it's extremely thick. Oh, hello, Brian. Welcome. And yeah, it's been so nice in New York. I can't get over it. Johnny, what's up? Come on in, Johnny. Okay. Yes, I see ya. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
How
You
are
did it.
you? Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looks
How are you?
good. I love the plant vibes over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot out here in the front, and then we got this guy back here. He's his name is Tank.
Oh, really? How cute. You take care of them? That's so nice.
Yeah. He's been around since he was a little like one little guy, one little plant, and now he's just like thriving.
Ah, he's beautiful.
Beautiful.
You're beautiful. It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
You're beautiful. Yes, it's been years.
Years. Yes. We spoke a few times. We speak online, but it's different, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. We've been in touch, but like actually seen each other face to face.
We
It's
went
been,
out, I think was the last time, in West Hollywood.
yeah, when we didn't have to wear masks and when we could dance with everybody.
Yeah, someone
That's
said the plant is a reflection of you thriving. Oh, that's so nice.
oh, that's a good friend of mine. Hi, Boobalicious.
That's so nice. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what the other comment says, but can you read so yeah, as you can see, there's comments, which is very nice.
Oh,
So
right, right.
you and I met at Studio 4. That's where we met.
We did, yes. Taking some
And
classes.
it was a good school, right? I liked it.
Yeah, yeah, it was great. It was great. I think it's really interesting because that opens right up to a theme where it's like I feels like people you always kind of get what you're looking for, right? And it feels like as students looking for some sort of guidance or teachers, like you found what you were looking for, and the teachers that were there that I, was able to take classes from were amazing.
Do you remember who you had?
I had Sean Barnes.
Nice.
He was great.
Kind guy.
I'm sorry.
He was a kind man, you know?
Yeah, yeah. He was like very direct, but very kind. And then we also did you take any direct courses with James?
No, I auditioned for a sex scenes class and didn't make the cut, so it didn't happen, which I'm
Oh,
grateful for.
right. And retro, right. Yeah, that.
Did you? You got in there?
No, but do you remember he would do like I think he had like a web series or something, and he would use some of the students as like.
Yes.
So I did that, and then there was one like intensive I think that I did, and I really appreciated the fact that he was really about the craft and about the work. I think that's the thing that I took the most from that. And then of course meeting amazing people like you.
Oh, yeah, no, I think unfortunately we're all human and I'm not sticking up for him by any means, but there's good and bad to all of us. And he was very serious about acting, and he did teach a lot of people. Even he used his power for whatever, but he did leave a. I love that school, so I'm glad he opened that school for us. Yeah, and then we met and we went out and we all made projects with each other. It was really a beautiful thing that this person created.
Right, right. There was a comment there asking you about your sex scene audition.
Yeah, exactly. Google and James Franco sex scenes, and you'll find out more. We all auditioned for a sex scenes class. Yeah, it was very wild.
I don't.
Rita Caro and I did.
Oh, did you guys? Both of you? Yeah.
We were vampires, and I like bit her neck. It was too much.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good time.
It was fun, but then we should have got it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Hi.
right, 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 right.
But so anyways, that was a great place to meet people. Yes.
Yeah.
And Meisner, right? Is that what we were learning there?
It was Meisner, yeah. Yeah. So it was really interesting for me. That was right around the time I moved to LA, but I actually went to the what was the studio called? The one that it was based off of.
Playhouse West.
Playhouse West. That's what it was. So I went over there and checked it out. And it turns out that James had just opened the Studio 4 like a month before. So I ended up somehow getting into that one but I was intentionally going into Playhouse West, and somehow I ended up in Studio 4
Wow.
with the rest of you guys. You guys had already been in class like maybe like a couple months, I think.
Yeah, I think Kathleen was working at Playhouse West. Playhouse West.
She was amazing.
She is amazing. Yeah.
She is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. I was just thinking about her actually a few days ago. Do you still stay in touch with her?
On Facebook. You know, I follow a bunch of them on Facebook.
Right.
The crew, the Studio
Right.
4 crew. No, you're making me miss these people now. I know we have energy, you know. It's very creative and a rebirthing of energy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right after that closed, is that when you made your way to New York, right?
I left right before it. I was just like, get me out of here. But I left there, and then I tried to stay afloat in LA, and it just wasn't really happening. So, yeah, I came back. Family's here, you know. But I visit LA, you know. It's so nice out there. How is it out there? Is work picking up for you and everything?
You're such a New Yorker. Such a New Yorker.
Want some coffee?
Yeah, somebody wants some coffee. I actually have a little cold brew. Oh, look at you with your SAG after.
Cheers. I'm promoting. It's election season. No, I'm just kidding.
New York.
New York. Does it say that on there? It does say that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it does say that on there. But yeah, LA's
Yeah,
picking up
because
a lot.
last time I was supposed to, my premiere, you had a film, which I'm grateful that you had work because it's not as much these days. So.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Apologize.
I was bummed out. I was really bummed out. Yeah. No, it was what were we shooting? No, it was a commercial. It was a Ford
Wow.
Ford, yeah.
Well then, please, you know what I mean? Oh, I should have got that picture of you in Times Square. I'm gonna see if I could get that out.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
It's a good
that was a
picture.
beautiful morning. I woke up and you just like tagged me on this. You're like, it's nice to see you in Times Square. And I was
Cool.
like, what?
Oh, here it is. It's so cool. So everyone who doesn't know, Johnny's been in commercials and was in an ad in Times Square. And I was in Good Morning America audience, and I saw him outside of the window in a main part of Times Square, and I was freaking out. I was like, "Tyler!" And the rest is history. So you do visit New York, but in the Matrix.
In the matrix of the yeah. So you were in Good Morning America when you saw that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know. It was wild. I was like, I know that guy. No, I didn't know anyone. I was by myself, and I was to the strangers. I was like, I know that guy.
Like the random like I know that guy.
You're like, oh yeah.
Right, yeah, right.
We don't know you. They probably thought I was lying. That's funny.
Like good for you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Are those fun? How are the
Yeah, the audience is fun. I mean, any time I'm on set, I'm having a good time, you know. You know.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's
The
always
best.
we gotta have fun. We gotta have a good time.
We
If you're
do.
not having a good time, you know, you're not doing the right thing.
Oh, this guy Chris said hi, John. He said hi, John.
Hi. I don't know how to.
Chris
Oh,
is
okay. Hello.
okay.
Darman. Oh, Darman. Oh, there's another buddy of mine.
Oh, that's cool.
Isaac.
Oh, you got so many
My
fans, John.
good friends. Yeah, those Darman videos are really they're really beautiful. You know, they have like really good messages, you know, like the stories are always like very positive and inspiring.
What is that?
And they're Darman videos, and he's like I don't know, like 20 million followers or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, and they have a studio out here. It's like a massive I mean, they have an airplane set in the studio. I mean, it's a massive studio, and it's for YouTube videos. Like that's his platform. It's YouTube.
Wow.
Uh,
I know
so
YouTube really takes care of their people.
they do. They do. I mean, it's all fairly foreign and new to me, but they really do. Like it's really good money there that allows them to create these big productions.
You know. So we just got to make our own studio, and we'll be fine.
Let's do it. Let's do
So,
it.
so I like to go back to when you were little baby Johnny. Did you know you wanted to act and perform, write, and all these things?
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
No, yeah, yeah. I had a flashback, but I think when I was 5, one of my uncles like asked like what I wanted to do, you know, and I was like, I want to be in there, and I pointed to the television, but I think it all turned into creativity, you know, like I did dance for like 10 years in high school.
Wow. It's a long
Yeah,
time to dance.
it is. Did you were in dance too?
A little bit, not fully, for a few years. Yeah.
What was it like, hip hop?
Hip hop, jazz, and ballet. Yeah.
Ballet is like the core of everything, right?
Yeah, it was tough. I didn't last long in ballet. Jazz is the most fun though.
Yeah, jazz is fun. Ballet can be really tricky. But yeah, when I was 13, I remember there was the summer I was 13, I wrote, shot, directed, edited like an episodic uh you know thing, like an episodic show with all of my little cousins. And it was very dramatic, you know, it was like, you know, like the killing and like the wrapping the body and in the rug
Wow.
and dumping the body, you know. And I think it's because it was inspired from a lot of like, you know, I would be with my grandma or with my family, and we're Mexican, so there was a lot of soap operas constantly on television, you
Right.
know. You know,
Telenovelas, yeah.
the telenovelas, exactly. So they're like so dramatic, and so
What
the
was it
episodic,
called?
the show, escúchame, like listen to me.
Listen to me. I know what that means. That's good. It's a good title.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
that.
it was fun. Yeah, the whole summer,
So
and
why
then
don't you rewrite it then?
oh no, trust me, nobody wants to. It was drama. It was like it was very dramatic. So, but at the end of it, we sat the whole family down on a Sunday, and we like showed. You know, I made everybody watch what we had been taping.
That's so cool. That's really cool. That's very young to be doing that.
Yeah, you know what soundtrack I use? You know, like because I added soundtrack to that. You're gonna laugh. I mean, you know, I'm gonna date myself, but I used the Titanic soundtrack. I remember,
Wow.
like the you know the like the score. I
Yeah, yeah.
like the score of it.
Sorry, my cat's making noise behind me. Wow, that's a great score. That's like one of the best scores of all time.
It is a fantastic score. I don't even know who did that, but yeah,
Well, you know Celine was on it. That's all I know.
that's all you know.
That's
Yeah,
all I
that's
know.
like the song of the like century or something.
The song of life. My
Yeah.
heart will go on. You know, every song she does. But speaking of, do you have current or past inspirations?
Inspirations. Oof, that's a tough one. As far as like, you mean like
Well, either
artists? Like,
artist and or family or someone who just motivates you to stay on the path.
you know, the older you get, I mean, I feel like you got to push yourself, you know? Like, you know, it's like earlier on, it's like, you know, your maybe like your siblings, you know, because you're the oldest, or like your mother or like your grandmother, you know, you want to like show them what you can do. But then the older you get, it's like everything kind of just like fades away, and it's just like you by yourself, and it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna, you know, motivate myself? But motivation comes constantly. I mean, I'm working right now on a short, and it's about family, and it's based, you know, on I have come from a large family, and one of my uncles who passed away kind of stemmed from, or was the original idea or inspiration for this new short film that's like in the making.
So that's your current motivation. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, it was a long time ago. I was like six. It was a long time ago, maybe like 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. Well, for us, it's not
We're
anymore.
babies. Is that your cat?
Yeah, yeah, she's trying. Let me just let her out quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. One of them. This is Starbuck. Hello, she's making appearance. Here we go.
What's her name again?
Starbuck. It's a Star Trek character, Starbuck. Yeah, no,
Oh,
it was before the company, I think. I'm pretty sure it was before. Um,
Starbuck.
but do you have any animals over there?
Yes, I have two cats. They're very well behaved right now, which is not like them, but they're chilling.
Cute.
Um,
You're looking at them.
well, I'm just like surprised because you know what, you know how it goes. Like you're like home alone, right? Or you're like not doing anything, and they're like doing their own thing. And then as soon as you get on the phone, you're on a meeting or something. It's like, pay attention to me, right?
Right.
So
Let
right now
them let them relax.
they're really
You
well.
gave them catnip or something?
No, but they're really well behaved. I got Prince Zuko from the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
My
Yeah,
friend is obsessed with that show. Yeah. I
it's a
haven't
great.
really seen it yet. I know
It's a
too.
really good show. Yeah, they're working on the live action, I think, on Netflix.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that
That's
would be
gonna
a
be
fun one to be a
awesome.
part of.
Yeah. Call up the agent. Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
they're probably tired of me. I'm harassing them because I want to be in House of Dragon, which is like the prequel of um Game of Thrones.
It is, right? I thought so.
Yeah,
I wasn't 100%. Wow, that's gonna be cool too.
yeah,
Such cool projects. I wonder where did they film that? I wonder. Um,
no idea, but probably all over the world. Yes,
sorry. I have a lot to ask you. We
ask
get
me.
distracted, right?
Sorry.
No, no, because I know you and I could talk forever. That's the problem. Some people we like I don't have anything in common with them, but you and I could talk a long time. So, do you have theater experience, and what are maybe some of your favorite shows?
I don't have a lot of theater experience other than like high school. I did do one here in LA when I first moved out here, and it was a ton of fun. It's really cool. I mean, I love theater. I have a lot of respect for it, but just like every show, I should say, is like a different energy, you know, because the audience is different,
Right.
and you really get to like feel more comfortable in the character that you're doing. So as the shows progress, I feel like you just really, you know, own it even more. And with film, it's a little bit like you get like, you know, whatever it is, you know, whomever the director that you're working with, right? Like you might get like 3 takes or whatever, and then that's it. Like you gave it your all, you were present, you did your thing, and that's the end of that, right? So it's very different. So I have a lot of respect for theater, but that's really all I have as far as experience. I don't think it's I mean, I don't shy away from it. If I had the opportunity, I
Right.
would love to do it. I would love to do theater. I really would want to do it in Spanish. I think it
Cool.
called to me like, you know, it'd be fun to do it like out of the country or something. But
Right. The
not
manifesto.
not too much.
Escúchame. The musical.
Right, right. Yeah. Exactly. We'll
Oh,
have to write it. But I do love, you know, I do love going to catch shows. I usually do a lot of musicals if I do go, you know, and watch anything live performance wise. But
I've never been to the, have you ever been to the Pantages? I haven't been inside there.
really,
I know. I lived there for 4 years and I didn't go inside the place.
but then again, you're in New York. You're like in the heart of it. Do you get to go out there often?
Yeah, I went obviously before, yeah, but yeah, not these days. But they're coming back. I hear everything's coming back.
Yeah, yeah, that's exciting. I wanna go out there and, you know, check something out. But yeah, the Pantages is beautiful. I think the last show I saw there was Wicked for like the third time.
That's so cool. It was good, obviously, right?
Yeah, Wicked is fantastic. It's wicked.
It's wicked. What about you took classes with Anthony Mindell? Is that true?
Yes, yeah, yeah. I was there the last I want to say maybe 2 years of my training
What is
as
his
an
school
actor.
called? The
Anthony Mindell's Actors Workshop.
I know a lot of people who go to that workshop.
Yeah, and he's worldwide. They're in New York, right? I think he's in New York too.
Probably. I knew him in LA, but probably here too.
Yeah, yeah. They're he's got Sydney, Australia, I think Canada, and New York.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's they're all over the place. Uh,
Margaret says you have great energy, by the way.
I'm sorry. What?
Margaret says you have great energy, by the way.
Thanks, Margaret. You
Yeah.
have great energy.
That.
All
So
right, fine. Check it.
what did you learn in his workshop? What kind of techniques?
It feels like it's very Meisner, but there's a very, I mean, the teachers, maybe it's the teachers that I had, and it's just maybe because, you know, I connect with that kind of energy, but they had a very shamanistic kind of energy and approach to the work, you know. But it just
I
felt very
love that.
Meisner, very organic in the moment. What was it? I'm sorry?
I love that. Give me more details. It's more what, spiritual based?
A little bit, yeah, yeah, you know, and mostly just finding your own way and your own approach, like, you know, fine tuning it for you. And the teacher, Kevin, was my last teacher that I had that I was going to classes with. He would have like a morning, you know, conversation of something that he was going through, but it's like it was deep shit. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like your normal like LA talk, if you will. It was like really deep stuff about like, you know, stuff that he would be carrying, you know, from his family, and how he has to release that to further, you know, expand his instrument as an actor, and you know, just really personal things to him that we could all relate to in some way or learn from, and we were all very appreciative of him sharing that. But then it would turn into, how do you find these little, you know, nuances, whether it was like your childhood or whatever it is that is going to help you find, you know, the route to your character or to the scene or to the film or whatever you're working on.
Well, that's how we become great actors. I think the older you get, the better you are, because we get to feel new things and draw from that. That is kind of Meisner, but if it does sound more deeper, and it depends on the teacher. Like I don't know if you remember, Michael Bradley was a little more deep in his approach to it.
I never had him. I mean, we were in touch through social media, but I
Nice.
never had the pleasure of being in his class actually. So,
I wonder if he
but
still teaches. Probably.
the few interactions that I had with him, he was a pretty cool cat. He was really
Yeah,
cool.
he's cool.
He's a cool cat.
He's a cool cat. I love cats. So you're writing right now, right? Cartas para Axel, is that right? Is that how you say it?
Cartas para Axel. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I wasn't far. Yes.
You got it. That was perfect. That was good. Wait, say it again.
Well, now I heard you, but cartas para Axel.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, that sounds beautiful. It sounds a little sensual. I don't know why they didn't let you in those sex in the class.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my theories.
Oh,
Thurs May.
I won't ask you about
No, it's
those.
a private.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, honestly, to be TBH, I thought James was gay, and that's just between you and me.
And whomever. Okay, sure. All right.
I mean, that's fine, right? But at least teach me your class, you know. But
Right.
so thank you, I appreciate that. But
Yeah, absolutely. It was beautiful. The way you said that was beautiful.
thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So that idea came in March of 2020. I think it was like right before the pandemic hit. And so oh, that's beautiful. Dr. Michael Lennox that just joined, he was actually a part of the writing of the film as well.
Wow, what timing.
It's such an amazing project, you know, now that we've wrapped it and that we've finished shooting it. Like, I can't believe it's not mine anymore, you know, and it never really was. It was such a beautiful collaboration between so many people, you know what I mean? He's phenomenal. I mean, he has an amazing workshops, and I approached him because the theme of the film was this writer who is extremely lonely starts having a love affair with somebody that he's meeting in his dreams. And
Wow, cool.
yeah, so it's like a very we're trying to work with a couple of different composers that you know, might score it for us, and one of them was like it's a little Inception. I don't know if you've seen that film.
Yeah.
I have it actually, so I have to watch it. I have to watch it this time.
I love that.
I have to watch it this time.
You do have to watch it. It's a really great film, and you want to see the ideas and theories they're putting out there, and the people who made that film are so deep. So
is it Christopher Nolan?
yeah, yeah, and I think it was. I don't know. I have to look, but you know, there's Leo and there's Ellen Page, and they're all pretty deep people. But
Right.
um, yes, I know. I don't know. I have to Google it, but you have to see it, and good to know. That's so cool. I love anything with true substance. I'll take it, you know, these days.
Right, right. Well, it was, you know, based on like usually have very vivid dreams, and so it stemmed from that. And then, so you know, just a little brief sign off. He starts seeing a psychiatrist that starts guiding him basically like through like lucid dreaming and how to like take control of himself and of the situation that's like really spiraling out of control. You know, he's not able to decipher between dreams and reality, so he's really having a difficult time. And I approached a director that I had worked with on a couple of scenes for a reel, and I mean, I love working with him. You know, he's just a phenomenal director, and he just really has a way of, you know, getting things out of you that you didn't even know were in there. And I was like, as soon as I had the idea, I was like, I would love to work with him. So I approached him with it, you know, before it was even written, and I told him the three themes, you know, like quantum entanglement and like being in the present, drawing inspiration from your dreams. And he was just like, you have my attention. It's like, let me know how that goes. So then eventually we started kind of you know, bouncing ideas, and we finally got it. And we, you know, the casting was also.
Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know the name of the person, but they said, I'm so excited for this film. We all are. I'm excited. For real, we all are. That's really awesome. That's so cool.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a really beautiful team that came together.
Great. So do we have a release or not yet? Not yet.
Not yet. We're already working on the edit. We should have you know, our first cut, and then our score, and then we're trying to see, you know, what direction of film festivals we want to take. I'm not really sure about
Can Tribeca. Obviously, I'm going to say the best ones.
Right? Yeah. So,
But you just submit. I know it's people who submit them to all of them, but it's expensive. You have to pay the submission fees. But
well, and then another thing that I mean, I didn't know. Maybe you're probably, because you shot a couple and you've done a couple.
I shot one short film, but I've been helping with like PR and stuff for a bunch of things.
But the one that you shot, was that like, did you produce that? You wrote that one?
But I produced it, wrote it, edited it. It was very quick. It was like a quick turnover, like a 2 week
That's awesome.
turnover. Yeah, that was another thing about Studio 4. Gave us the proper pressure
Uh-huh.
to just make us do it and I created this thing so fast. But we had the right people. That really is what does it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Was Magali, was that her name? Magali, was she?
Oh, she wasn't in it, but Magali, I think. I
Okay.
don't know how to say it this time.
Yeah, that's,
Magali sounds nice. I
it's
don't
a
know.
very exotic, beautiful
It is.
name.
It is. And we're still friends on social media. But I don't know if you know Johnny Walsh, Coleman Dobson, and Devin Bonet. They were the people.
Gotcha.
But
Oh, I gotta watch it now. I don't think I got a chance to.
it's on YouTube. We submitted to I think 3 festivals. I didn't get in because it was just so fast. I didn't even edit it properly. Whatever. It was fun. That's what it was.
Yeah. And then it's like you live and you learn, right? Like you
Yeah, you
learn.
don't do one and you're winning an Oscar, right? You gotta keep going.
Listen, here's hoping. I'm
Well,
kidding.
here's hoping a producer will take that cut and make their own version of it. And you obviously have the reins, but if a producer gets the right, trailer or something, your pilot, that's what it's about.
Right. Yeah, well we know where these characters are going. Like the way I had written it originally was kind of formatted as a feature. And when the director came on board, he kind of laid the way of the land down as far as how short films work. So we had to recut it, re-edit it, but we have the skeleton of what a feature would look like, and that would be just like a dream come true. Like we feel like it's a really solid story, and
Yeah,
so
yeah, no, and you can. There's so many people who struggle with these issues, sleep issues. Like everyone I talk to has a sleep issue, even from youthful ages. So it's very relatable and it sounds very interesting and easy to connect to, which is great.
what do you do? What do you take, like melatonin?
I don't take anything. I just I used to do things. I don't want to say because I'm in the Navy, but no pill. I don't do pills. I'll just put it that way. I used to do nature things. I don't at the moment. I just kind of try to use my energy all day. Herbal run. I use my energy all day and hope for the best, and don't
Right.
drink coffee before bed.
Mm,
And as you
that's a
get
good one.
older, I hear it's harder to sleep. So I don't know. Or you need less sleep. I don't know. But I used to have night terrors when I was little. So sleep is, I think, especially as a performer, creative, like the imagination is very active. So when you're going to sleep, it can become alive if you're not using that energy during the day.
That
Um,
yeah, I think
and
that's
then that's where this guy is coming from, I think. What's his name, the main character?
a little doobie. Julian. Julian is his name.
Julian.
Yeah, but we felt like there was a lot of real like themes that we feel like people can connect to, like even just like loneliness. Sometimes you can feel really like lonely. You can have. I mean, this guy's very successful. He has a good life. He's written books and he's a best-selling author, and he still feels like he needs someone, if you will. And that's, I think, is a very universal theme, and
Right.
how do you just tap into your own essence of like, no, actually, maybe I really don't. I just need to figure some shit out. And so there was that, of course. Then there's the hallucinations, and we did a lot of research on that. And it's a very real thing where people, start having issues, differentiating dreams from reality. And I did a ton of research before I started even writing it about that.
So I wonder, is schizophrenia is that a part of hallucin? I don't know.
It can be, yeah, and that's one of, actually, that's funny. That's one of the lines, but it can turn into that because you're basically like entertaining it. You keep it alive, and so then it can really spiral downhill into that, into schizophrenia and stuff like that. So
And we're always, and as people, you always think about the ailments and what's going, am I gonna get this, right? Am I gonna go crazy? And that's definitely a thought, right?
Too late.
It's too
Okay.
late. I mean, there are levels. We're all crazy, but there are levels, there are degrees, and there are pathways in our brain that I don't know if we have control over which way they go, but God bless us all and the choices we make to get to there.
Right, right. I'm sorry, I got distracted by, is this from the Philippines?
Oh, cool.
Mabuhay. How do you say maraming salamat? I think that means thank you.
Wow. Thank you. That's cool.
Yeah, the Philippines is amazing.
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's hot but beautiful.
Is Cebu is in the Cebu, I think.
I think so. Yeah, right.
Someone told me, like my friend Julie is from there, and she's like, "Go to Cebu, go to Cebu." I would love to.
Right.
What is the long walk of Carlos Guerrero?
That is whew, that's deep. That's a deep question right there. It's a feature film that we're working on. We were actually just shooting some inserts and some takes this past weekend in Tucson and in Nogales, Mexico. Yeah, oh my gosh, it touches my heart. I love it. It's not my project. I mean, well, it is now, because I was lucky enough to be trusted with the lead role of this film, but our director who wrote it also, he has a phenomenal story, and it happened last year, I think maybe like around September or October when I had they started auditioning, and I had the audition for it, and then I was lucky enough to get the script. That doesn't always happen. Like sometimes you don't get the full script. So I was lucky enough to get the full script, and I remember when I was reading it, like, oh my God, dude, I was like, just like living in this guy's skin, and like crying, and it's a very personal story to me also, because it's about immigration in my family. I come from immigrant parents from Mexico, and so that's kind of the underlining theme for the film, which is so important. But then it turns into a survival story, and and this man is crossing the desert.
I got the chills. Damn it.
Yeah, and he's it's totally, and he's crossing the desert, and he ends up taking on another little girl that's crossing from El Salvador, and so then it's like a survival story, and there's a ton of things involved, like just it gets really, really dangerous for them, for both of them, and it's like, how do they survive, and how do they make it alive, to the other side. I mean, he has family in New York. Actually, he lives in New York. He's a chef now in New York, a cook in New York.
Wow.
And so he has to make it his way back to his family. So it's very, I mean, God, I'm excited. I'm excited to finish it. I'm excited for us to share it with everybody. But it's a phenomenal story. It's really exciting and heart-wrenching, and it's just a lot going on. So that's what that's about.
Wait, sorry, my kid.
Who is that? Is that Starba?
No, this is not Mama Cat. Mama, please. Starbuck. You know what I think with these stories, I don't think they're told enough, and not well enough either, because if they're not leaving an impact on us, they need to be told better, I'm excited. Do you know, is there a release for this, or?
You're absolutely right. Actually, it's funny because when we were shooting, we shot half of it already in December, but because of pandemic stuff, we want to be really safe, and now the portion that we shot was kind of myself and then two other of the lead characters, and now we have we need it's a bigger cast for the rest of the film, it's like a lot more, so we have to be really safe with that. So that's why we have a pause on that. But we don't have a release yet. We're gonna finish it, God willing, still in August is when we go back to the desert also, so that it's not blistering hot. For those of us that lived in Arizona, it gets really hot out there. But New York gets really hot in the summer, right? Because it's like kind of
It's humid. Yeah, it gets very humid out here.
Yeah.
It's getting hot already. Like 2 days ago, like yesterday, we were all sweating already. It was almost 90 or something. It was very high. It's getting there.
What do you guys do when it's like that hot?
Air conditioning, AC, umbrellas, no, AC and hats maybe.
Right.
I just bought sunscreen, so
Nice.
yeah,
There you go. 100? What proof?
70 for now.
Cool.
You know, I need it, all right. Um,
Right.
so that's
Right.
cool. I'm excited for that. I could feel the energy that by the way you tell the story, and it seems hopeful and educational, and it has heart behind it. So thank you for making that. Congratulations on that gig because it sounds like a blessing, and
Yeah.
um, and
My, my,
obviously stay safe. But things are, getting there,
yeah. Very
getting there.
quickly. I mean, I was in Arizona when I was over there this weekend. Like, there's a ton of places that don't wear masks anymore. I don't know how safe that is. All I'm saying is that it made me feel like things are, rapidly going back to normal, and that was nice. That was a nice feeling.
Yeah, I went to my coffee shop the other day and they had no mask sign on the door. So I walked in. I
Nice.
didn't notice it, but I was wearing my mask. I walked in and one girl out of like five people wasn't wearing it. And I said, "What's going on?" I said to them, "Is that okay?" They said, "Yeah, you don't have to. That's what the New York mandate is." I went, I threw that shit. You know, I'm over it and I'm vaccinated. I have my card on hand at all times.
Did
We
you
have to
laminate it?
start normalizing it. No, I should probably, but we have to normalize healing or else it's not, going to happen. So it's
Right.
tough. We're all traumatized. I know that. I could see that.
It's challenging, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
But
So,
we'll get there.
slowly but surely.
So what are some favorite, these are obviously your favorite gigs. Do you have other gigs that can top these or other fun gigs?
Fun gigs. Um, you know what? Oh God, I had an epiphany just a couple weeks ago where I was like, every gig I've done, like if you're present, obviously like completely 100% present, and you leave your heart and soul in it, it'd be like I want to look back at whatever I've done, even if it's a short film, and I have one scene or whatever it is, and really feel proud of it. And so, for example, we were shooting the Ford uh, commercial a couple weeks ago, and it's an electric, their newest electric truck, right? So it was like high
Cool.
security, dude. Like, they would cover the
Oh,
bad boy up.
cars. Yeah, cars do that. Yeah.
Beautiful, right? But like cover it up, like security. We had to check our phone at the gate. No
Wow.
phones, none of that. It was all very very high profile secure, just for the truck. But we shot in these I think we talked about this when we had our conversation a couple weeks ago, but it's like one of those 360-degree LED screen studios. I guess this is where they're shooting The Mandalorian in.
Wow.
So it's like the newest technology, and we shot for a couple days. And the first day, I found myself, because I like to do this like gratitude thing where I'm like grateful for things that sometimes haven't necessarily happened yet, right? You know what I mean? Like a manifestation thing. So you give thanks for whatever it is
You
that's
feel
coming.
you feel it and do it, right?
Exactly. So I was there, and I was like, and I remember thinking, I was like, I'm gonna use this, and I'm like, I'm grateful for, me being in a set like this in the future, shooting a show like The Mandalorian. And then I was like, dude,
Hell yeah.
but you're already here.
Yeah, yeah, right too.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like
Right,
it's
right.
like what are you doing? Like you have to enjoy this moment. Like you're already here. Whatever it is that you're shooting, you're here.
Right.
So it was just like a weird epiphany, but I mean that in itself was like such a fun gig. Everybody that was on set, the director, everybody that was working on it, learning about this 360 LED screen. The technicians that were there, that was a ton of fun. So I think everything has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
this feature film, it's my first lead in a feature. which
It's
is
a big deal, yeah.
it's also pretty challenging. You know, you have to be on your A game every time. So
That energy.
yeah.
You have to go, you have to be like early, the first one there, the last one gone kind of thing.
So for sure that, and then you know things that you've written also has a special place. But I try to make everything. I mean, this is special. Look at us. Look at that. We're over
You,
here.
you see what my mom said? She said you both should host a talk show together. You look like
Oh,
you should both do that.
really? Where
That's
does
so
this go?
nice. It was up a bunch, but
Oh yes, you both should host a
yeah,
talk show together.
that's so nice.
You there you
We're
go.
doing it. Here we're manifesting so
Let's
fast.
do
Thanks,
it.
Mom.
Let's
Uh,
do it.
see, I ask my, oh wow, time goes by so quickly. I ask my guests to bring a deep quote or enlightenment experience to share if you have one.
Oh man, I don't.
You come on. You got something. Make it up.
Make it up. No. Well, there isn't. But you know what? There's a couple things. I do like this quote. I think it's Rilke. I think it's like he's a writer, and it's like you know, it's about creating, and it's like if you don't, you know, you have to be honest with yourself in the middle of the night or something like that. It's like you have to create. If you must or you would die, like you would create it, something like that. But anyways, that's just an inspirational one. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. So I'll tell you, right before
Yeah.
I moved to LA, I was mopping my floor in Chandler, Arizona. I slipped and fell. I had this really massive dining room table. It was like a very thick, like mahogany wood or whatever it was. So I slipped under it, right? And I hit my shin and I split it open. I have a scar. So the pain was just excruciating pain. So I passed out, right? And in my floor, there was no one there. And so I woke up, you know, whatever it was, like an hour later.
Oh my
And I thought to
gosh.
myself, and this might be a little dark for some people, but I thought to myself, I was like, I could have probably died here. Like if I hit my head the wrong way or whatever, nobody's here, and I'm, you know, mopping my floor. And, you know, in Arizona, which I love Arizona. I mean, my family's there, right? But I was like, it hit me. I was like, I'd much rather, for me personally, die on set with a lamp falling and hitting me in my head. You know, like, what am I doing? You know, I have to
Mm,
just go for it. And like, I don't
wow.
know how it's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to go back to school. I don't know how, but I have to just go for it. And so that's how it all spiraled. And now here we are.
Wow. No, that's serious. It's an awakening. That's an enlightenment moment.
I go, yeah, there you go. There we go.
And then I found this quote that you were trying to quote here. Rainier Maria Rilke, I don't know how to say. In the
Rookie.
deepest hour of the night, which is your theme here in the night, confess to yourself that you would die if you were forbidden to write. Hmm,
That's it.
that's
I
good.
would die if I was forbidden to create and to be creative.
And at the deepest hour of the night is when we get that powerful energy that comes over us.
Look at you. They're finding it.
Listen, I had to, you know. I did.
Thank you.
I do. I like to keep my guests happy.
You're amazing. Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing. So,
Uh,
do you have goal projects, like future projects you're trying to manifest, or besides the one you're in the making of right now?
yeah, well, those projects are already happening, which I'm so grateful for. But I do want a trilogy of shorts. You know, so the second one is a very family oriented one. It's about you know, the Latin community and how, and in general, you know, as in general, like if we're not, you know, evolving, like we sometimes carry our families, our lineage, our what do you call ancestral chains, I guess is what they call it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oof.
So I say, right?
We all do. You have to overcome it somehow, you know.
My neighbors. Yes.
I was gonna say they're great background actors.
Right. And back to one, people. Uh,
Reset.
now that they're my neighbors, they're really nice. But yeah, so that the family one, and then you know, I want three that are kind of in the same kind of realm or family, you know, which is like dreams and drawing inspiration from that, you know, something shamanistic. But goals, you know, I would love to be in House of Dragon. I would love to be in shows like The Mandalorian. You know, I love that kind of
Well,
genre.
someone said you look like Pedro Pascal. You heard that before, I'm sure.
I get it all the time. I don't see it, but I would audition for Narcos, and I remember the casting director. She would tell me, she's like, "We need you to do something different because you look like Pedro."
Oh, wow. Well, you could play his family member.
Right? You know what's funny? I
Yeah.
wanted him to because there's a scene with the father in the short film, Cartas para Excel, and I told the director, I was like, I want Pedro Pascal to
I
play my
mean, he
father.
has to. I mean,
Yeah.
really, he's the only one who can.
Right?
Yeah,
So
really.
funny, interesting story just for you really quick.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't get Pedro Pascal, but we got a phenomenal actor to play my
Oh,
father, and his name is Pete Pano. So Pedro
wow.
Pascal, PP, and then we got Pete Pano, and it didn't dawn on me until like you know we wrapped. I was like, wait a minute, we got Pete Pano though, and he's a phenomenal actor. I mean, he was great, and there was a resemblance between us as well. So
That's
he was
cool.
fantastic.
Well, you just play do another project. You know, that's how Hollywood works. It's very, they like to put people who look like together.
Let's do it. I'm game for it. You know, I
I,
did. Oh, last funny story.
no, yeah,
I
please.
was at a Latin what was it? The Latino Film Festival here in LA at the TCL Chinese Theater, right?
TCL, yeah.
Right? TCL Chinese Theater.
Yeah, I get it confused
Uh,
too. Yeah. TLC, no.
I always call it TLC. That's why I said
It's
that
not
because
right.
like a dork, but
TCL, you're right. TCL.
TCL, yeah. And it's
Oh,
hosted.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
What?
go ahead. No, I'm still trying to figure it out.
I think it's TCL. I'm pretty sure it's TCL, but it's hosted by Edward James Olmos, and you know I got to walk the red carpet because I was I was in one of the films that was screening that night.
Nice.
So then when I approached the red carpet, Edward comes up and he's just like, "Oh, thank you, mijo," like you know in Spanish. He's like, "Thank you, mijo, for coming. You know, it's so good to see you." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't think you know me, dude. Like, no, like what? But I think he thought I was Pedro for a second
Yeah.
until he like kind of took a look again, and he's just like, "All right, well, have a good time." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think it's me there." But it was really funny. It was really sweet. It threw me off. I was like, "No, we don't. I know you, but I don't think you know me yet." You know?
Well, then there's a big age difference, right, between you two, I think.
I don't know about big, but yeah, maybe like 10 years.
That's big enough because when he's maturing in a different way, you're gonna look younger. That's just what it is,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
you
Cheers.
know.
What do you
You're
got
the
in it?
younger, you know. I think I look more like Meryl than her daughters. I hate to say it, but if you look at her daughters, we all look the same. It's funny, you know. It's what
You
it is.
do.
It's what it
Wow,
is. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. But
you really do.
I take it, you know. I,
Young Meryl Streep, you're absolutely right.
thank you so. I mean, I'm no Meryl Streep, but I appreciate the blonde white chick vibe. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But she's the best. You know, no one could top her.
In
Um,
her own right. And you're
well,
the
yeah.
best
Thank
in
you. I
your own right.
appreciate you. Wait, who's some of your favorites? While we're talking about it.
Favorite actors?
Uh-huh.
I like Matthew McConaughey. I like him a lot. I think he's a phenomenal
Oh
actor.
yeah, he's very deep. Good choice.
Yeah, yeah. He blows my mind. I recently watched the Dallas. Uh,
Buyers Club. That was his best
yes,
performance ever, I think. Yeah.
it was like I was like,
Oh,
holy
you give me
shit.
chills again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
true.
That, I mean, Interstellar, you know, he's great. So I think I backtraced him a little bit also, and I know he did some romantic comedies like Heath Ledger. I say Heath like if I know him,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
or if I knew him.
No.
Yeah, and they did the romantic comedy, and then they like stopped it because they knew what you know what they wanted and what they were capable of. But same thing with Matthew. I think he just did the this one with J Lo.
Oh, not Made in Manhattan, the other one.
The wedding planner.
The Wedding Planner.
The
And he
wedding
also
planner.
did Failure to Launch. Trust, I'm a rom-com girl. These are my number ones. Yeah, The Wedding Planner, Failure to Launch, and maybe one other.
I didn't see that one. I couldn't.
There with Sarah Jessica Parker, it's a good one. Kathy Bates is his mom, and they can't get him out of the house at like 40 years old.
Well,
And they
Kathy,
hire Sarah Jessica. Kathy Bates is the best. It's comedy, but you're right. He. Well, I guess we could do rom. I wouldn't mind doing a rom com with you. Let's do it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm
Oh,
down. I'm
cool.
down. That would be a ton of fun. Yeah,
Well,
one or two, for sure. But like,
yeah.
it's
Don't get
nice.
stuck. Right.
Yeah, it's nice for them to take the reins of their career, even though they're already kind of in the industry, deep in the industry like that.
Well, look what Adam Sandler did with it. He did the rom coms, and then he made his own production company, and then he brought all his friends in and did like everything. He just does comedies in general now, I guess. Oh,
I
well.
haven't seen it, but he did a really, didn't he do the gems, something, uncut gems or something?
Yeah. Did you see that? Oh my God. You need to see that. It's a good one.
Okay.
See Inception first, and then Good Gems.
Inception. I got a whole list. Inception. Okay.
Oh, my mom said you resemble a young Clark Gable. Wow. Intellectual. I don't, that's what she said. That's nice.
Oh, thank
That's a
you.
compliment. Oh, wow.
I don't know who Clark Gable
What?
is.
That's first on the homework list. That's a huge compliment.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank
Um, I guess we have like a few minutes. You want to say anything to your audience? Where to follow you and some last words?
Just thank you. Thank you so much. I feel really grateful that you wanted to have a chat.
I know I
on
miss
this
you,
show.
Johnny.
I know, yeah. We'll have to get together as soon as all of this settles down a little bit more. But thank you so much. And everybody who tuned in and whatnot. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys can catch some of these short films and feature films and yeah, stay safe out there. Stay safe and positive and creative.
Thank you. They're going to be awesome. I can't wait. Let us know,
For sure.
when these things come out, and I'll post them on the story.
Thank you
And
so much.
thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. Congratulations on all your positive goings. And I'll see you soon, Johnny.
Sounds good. Big air hug.
There.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
All right.
Much
Bye.
love. Bye. Ah, how fun. Is he inspirational or what? I can't wait to see these projects that are coming out. As always, thank you for joining. And thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Chris. And I didn't get your name, Six Zizzle, but you were cool. Thank you. Thank you, everyone else. I see a bunch of people came. Tune in next week is going to be the guest, who's like a huge military guy for the Army. He runs like a lot of units. So tune in next week for military inspiration. And thank you for watching, Johnny. Thank you for joining. Meditate, breath work, exercise. I've been swimming and it's doing me wonders. Get out there, stay hydrated. Love you so much. Thank you.